Hi everyone and welcome back to the Wellbeing Shed. Today we're going to go through a short Energising Pilates session. So I hope that you enjoy it. It's nice and sunny here today, so hopefully you can still see me okay. But we're just going to move the body and feel a little bit energised, get some movement into the spine. So we're going to come and start at the end of our mat. Feet underneath your hips. Soften through your knees, so we're not locking out the joints. We're not got a really exaggerated bend. We just want them to be nice and soft. Start to draw your belly in. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth into our Pilates breath. Relax the shoulders down. We're going to take a big inhale to prepare. And as we exhale, we sweep the arms up over the head. Take the eye gaze up towards the ceiling. And exhaling to bring them all the way back down. Inhale, prepare, exhale and lift. We're going to do a few of these, so at your own pace. Trying to keep the shoulders down away from the ears. So you're just reaching up through the back of the body, through the arms. On this next one, we're going to hold at the top, clasp my hands together. If you want a little bit more, squeeze your glutes and just take a little back bend. So it's a little arch in the back. Oh, really feeling that in the back of the body and across the front of the stomach. Coming back up to standing and then relax the arms down. Lovely. I'm just going to turn to the side so that you can still see. I'm going to take an inhale, lifting right arm up over the head. And on the exhale, just taking a nice little side bend. So again, we're lifting from the waist. So we don't want to be popping this hip out to the side. We're just lifting up and leaning over through this top part of the body. Feeling that stretch all the way down the side of the body. Gently come up to standing, replace the arm down by the side. Left arm, inhale to lift, and exhale to side bend. Draw the shoulder down. Don't want it hitched up round by the ear. And breathe into the stretch. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back up and relax the arm down. Now we're going to move down to the legs, warm up through the lower half of the body. So I want you to take your feet outside of your hips and we're going to turn the toes out a little bit to the side. So we've got space to push our knees out as we come into some squats. So we're going to squat down, sitting the hips back, pushing the knees out to the side. We press down through the feet to bring ourselves back up to standing. So we come down, sit hips back, draw belly in, press down through the feet to come back up. So exhale to push. Inhale to come down, exhale to push up. So we want to keep the belly drawn in so we know we're protecting the lower back. Keep pushing the knees out to the side. We're targeting the muscles in the legs and the side of the glutes. And we're not going to be here for long. You've got 6. Keep the back nice and straight. Chest lifted. Last 4. 3. 2. Squeeze the glutes as you push up. Last 1. Lovely. Take the feet a little bit wider again. So they're wider than your shoulders. This time, I want you to lunge over to the side. So you might want to come and place the forearm down, just so that you can balance a little bit. Then come up into the center and over to the other side. You might prefer to just have the hands on the legs, just for a bit of stability, a bit of guidance through the upper body. And we're just going to move from side to side. Probably feeling this on the inside of the thighs, inside of the hips. And on this next one, we're going to hold over to the side. Come and place the forearm down. This top arm, we're going to lift up towards the ceiling. Take your eye gaze up towards your fingertips. Reaching out through the arm, through the tops of the fingers. And breathe. Lovely, gently come back up into the center. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So pushing the knee out, come and rest the forearm down on the leg. Top arm lifts. And take the eye gaze up as well. Keep breathing through this. Final 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push back up into the center and bring the legs in. Come back to the end of your mat. I'm going to come into a roll down now. Feet under hips. Want the feet to be parallel. So like the number 11, soften the knees, belly draws in, shoulders are down. Chin parallel to the floor. Take your inhale to prepare. As you exhale, tucking chin in towards the chest, we're going to roll down a vertebrae at a time. Let the shoulders roll forward and hug the rib cage. Keep lifting the belly as you keep rolling down. Keep the knees soft. Completely relax at the bottom. Take that tension away from the upper body. Feel the stretch down the backs of the legs. Into the upper and lower back. Lovely. Then we're just going to start walking the hands forward. Come placing the knees down on the floor. So we're in our 4-point kneeling position to start with. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We lift up through the belly and in through the sides of the waist. So just take a moment to breathe here, finding that position. So I'm going to flow through to an up dog position. So reach that arms out a little bit further. Inhale, prepare. As we exhale, we're going to roll the chest forwards, touching the floor. And then pushing the chest up, squeezing the glutes. Taking eye gaze out in front of us. Rolling through the spine, we're going to push back into that sort of child's pose position, feeling that stretch in the back of the body. Inhale, prepare. As we exhale, we're going to roll through again. So start to lift the chest, then bring it down towards the floor. We flow through. Press down through the palms to lift the upper body. Squeezing the glutes, feeling that stretch on the front of the stomach. Pushing back, grounding through the back of the body. And we're going to take 2 more. Inhale, prepare, exhale, roll forwards. Option, if you need it, is to stay down here a little bit lower. Still getting that stretch in the lower back and pushing back in the same way. On this last one, rolling forwards, we come up into our up dog position. We're going to stay here. Gently taking the head from side to side. Lovely. Try and relax the shoulders. 1 more each way. Lovely. Come and relax down. Then pushing back into that child's pose position. From there, we need to bring the knees in so they're parallel. We're going to tuck the toes under, press down through the palms and down through the toes to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. So you're in this upside down V position or a down dog. And then we're just going to start pedaling through the feet. So coming up onto the toes, alternating sides. Keep drawing the belly in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come and place the knees down. Come off of the wrists if you need to, just for a second. Might have felt a little bit intense. Perfect. But then we're going to come back into our 4-point kneeling. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. A little bit more mobility through the spine. We're going to take our cat-cow. So I want you to inhale, prepare. As we exhale, gently tucking that tailbone under, press down through the palms and round through the upper spine. Taking our gaze to thighs, keep pressing down through the palms. On our next exhale, we're going to flow through to our cow position. Tailbone moves first, so push that tailbone up towards the ceiling, create that dip in the lower back. Roll out through the spine, shoulders are back, eye gaze to the end of the mat. Lovely. Next exhale, let's roll through to cow. Again, tucking that tailbone under, press down through the palms, lift through the upper back. Feeling that stretch in the upper back here, maybe into the shoulders, and then through to cow. Tailbone presses away. Lower back dips. We lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders back, eye gaze to the end of the mat. Want to avoid looking up towards the ceiling if we can, just because that's going to put unnecessary strain through the neck. And let's go back through to our cat position. Really good for mobilizing the spine. So if you feel in the mornings that you really need a bit of a stretch through the back of the body, this is a really good exercise to do. And in that cow position, you start to feel the stretch in the lower back and also across the front of the abdominals. We're going to go one more each way. Hopefully you can't hear my knee creaking on the floor. It's not a good sign, is it? And then come back through to that neutral position. Come off of the wrists. Ooh. I'm going to come over and lie on our back. Little bit of ab work. Not a lot. So I want you to kind of find your neutral position. So just lying on the floor as you would naturally. Come and bring your feet onto the floor and bend your knees. Starting to scoop the abdominals in. So think about drawing that belly button down towards the spine. Just taking a few breaths here. And now I need to keep thinking about drawing the abdominals in. We're going to bring both of our legs up into a tabletop position. So we have this 90-degree bend in the knees. Belly draws in. If you feel this on your lower back, just think about gently pressing that lower back down into the floor. I want you to reach your arms towards your feet, so they're hovering off of the floor. We're going to tuck the chin and lift the upper body into a crunch position. From here, we come into our hundreds. We're going to start to pump the arms up and down. Squeeze your legs and your feet together. It's a strong movement from the shoulder. So we're not flopping the wrists. We want nice, strong, straight movement. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the classic Pilates move. Really good for the abdominals. Keep that chin tucked in. If it's too much with the legs lifted, you can come and place them down on the floor. If you want more from here, take the legs out 45 degrees. We're nearly there. We've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come and relax down. If you felt any tension build up in the neck, just take the head from side to side. Be a little bit intense. And the faster you move your arms on that movement, the more work you're going to get in the center of the body. into those core muscles. I'm going to bring your legs up towards the ceiling. Again, drawing the abdominals in. We're going to take hold behind the right leg. Tuck in the chin. And we're going to lift up into that crunch position. Your left leg is going to start to lower down towards the floor, but we're still hovering. So it's not completely coming down onto the mat, but just hovering just above. From here, we come into our scissors. So we're going to change the legs over and change and change. So you want to exhale and exhale. Belly draws in. Feel those abdominals working. And we're not here for long. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to swap the legs over, draw the right leg in towards the body. Left leg extends. We keep that crunch. Coming into our single leg stretch, we're going to change legs and change and change. So exhale and exhale for 8, 7, extend through that leg, 6, 5, draw the knee in for 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Come on, relax down. Woo, bring the feet onto the floor. Again, if you felt any tension, just take the head from side to side. Lovely. Come and rest that head in the center. And I want you to make sure that your feet and your knees are hip distance apart. Have a little look. We're still thinking about the abdominals, but we're going to stretch a bit through the front of these hip flexors as well. So I want you here to take your pelvis into imprint. So we're going to gently press our back, our lower back down into the floor. That's going to make our pelvis tilt backwards. So feel those abdominals engage. And we're going to keep using these core muscles to bring us up into a hip bridge or a spine curl, whatever you know it to be called. Our legs, if we can, stay relaxed. So we want to roll up here. When we get to the top, we can press down through the heels, through the feet, and squeeze the glutes to lift us a little bit higher. You should be on your shoulder girdle, so you can move your neck freely from side to side. If you feel any discomfort, you might just want to come down a little bit more into the shoulder blades. And then let's roll down a vertebrae at a time, all the way down, relaxing at the bottom. We take our pelvis back into imprint, so press the lower back down gently. Feel those abdominals engage, and let's roll on up. Squeezing glutes at the top, engage the legs, and roll it down. So we're just going to take a few more of these, and there are lots of benefits to this move. As I said, we're still working these abdominal muscles, but we're also getting a stretch into the hip flexors, which is good following that abdominal work that we just did. We're also strengthening the legs as we come up into the bridge. We press down through the heels. That's going to engage the quads, the hamstrings. And also we're squeezing our glutes at the top. So we're really working those muscles in the back of the body. Our butt muscles. Definitely want those to be nice and strong. And on this next one, we're going to come up to the top and we're going to hold. Lovely. So thinking about the hips then, we're taking that glute squeeze, so we're lifting a little bit higher. And I want us to pulse our hips up towards the ceiling. So we're going to pulse up and up. So you're going to have to keep that glute squeeze every time you pulse. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll down with control. Try not to flop down onto the mat at any point. Ooh, take a breath. And let's roll back up into that bridge position. We're going to hold at the top. glute squeeze. This time we're thinking about the knees. We're going to pulse the knees out to the side. So we pulse out and out. Keep the glute squeeze for 6, 5. Try not to lose the height in the hips. 3, 2, and 1. Come and roll down again, vertebrae at a time. And bring the knees in towards the chest. Hopefully you felt that a little bit in the glutes. And then bringing the hands behind the legs, we're going to roll up to seated and extend the legs away. So I want you to take an in breath with our spine nice and long. We're on the sit bones. As you exhale, let's just walk the hands forwards. Just as far as your body will allow. Don't want to force anything. As you exhale, you might find that you can walk out a little bit further. But that's not what we're looking for, really. We just want to be feeling that stretch along the backs of the legs, maybe into the lower back as well. Walk the hands in, come back up to seated. Inhale at the top. Exhale to walk out. Relax the shoulders. Feel that stretch in the back of the body. And then walk it back in. Oh. Well done, everyone. That is the end of your Energizing Pilates. I hope that you enjoyed it. If there is anything in particular that you would like from any of the classes, there's something in particular that you're looking to work on, then please do let me know. I'll be more than happy to prepare a little video for you. And hopefully see you next time. Thank you.